Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today we're taking a look at another real steel. Now this is a really fancy real steel, if you will. This is the Phasma. Now this isn't just the regular everyday Phasma. This is the Phasma in Damascus blade with the titan-damast onlays. It is an absolutely wow. I mean, it's a pretty awesome looking knife. Now you've got full titanium on the build pocket clip. It says 3D pocket clip. You've got the see-through pivot there, which is kind of interesting. Fairly open construction. You do have a small titanium backspacer there with some jimping on it. Very nice slender pocket clip. Easy in and out of pocket. Very nice. Do have a spot for a lanyard there, and with that real steel, I'm guessing the lanyard came on it. Now this comes to me from my good buddy Jamie Loves Knives over on Instagram. So he asked me if I'd like to check it out, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I really would. I mean, you guys know me in Damascus, you know, but it looked like just a beautiful knife, and I really wanted to check. Look at those onlays. Now, they're referred to on Real Steel's website as, I want to make sure I get this right, titan-damast onlays is what they're called. Really gorgeous, kind of blue, purple, and kind of bronzish brown colors in there. Very cool looking. A pretty knife. Now, I will tell you that Jamie, when he got this, he was kind of telling me it's running on phosphor bronze washers. And when he picked it up, he got it home. He really polished up those phosphor bronze washers to try to get the best action out of it he could. Now, he personally told me he's a little bit bummed that he couldn't get quite the action he wanted out of it, but we'll take a look at that and we'll see kind of how it is. There you go. It's a frame lock, of course. Now, it is a single thumb stud. It is right hand tip up carry only. My goodness. Now, look at that blade. Now, this is BALBACHDAMAST Damascus on this blade. The base steel in it is N690, which that's cool. At least, you know, a lot of these companies, they say Damascus, but they don't tell us what kind of Damascus, what steel. But the base steel in this, in the BALBACHDAMAST, and it's a trademark name, is N690. It's a father and son company out of Germany, which I thought that was pretty cool. But man, look at that pattern. Now I know there's a lot of you out there that like Damascus, so you know what? We got to show this baby off so you can see it. Really, it is a pretty, oh, that even kind of looks like an alien face. And that's kind of, or maybe a poltergeist. Well, because this is actually a collab with Poltergeist designs. So that's kind of cool. Look at that. It looks kind of more like an alien, but it does look like a face there, doesn't it? I wonder if that was on purpose. Ooh, I don't know. Very cool, though. Now, we did see some jimping there. Jimping is fantastic. It's not overly aggressive. Now, it is fairly, you know, it's narrow, it's small, and as you can see there, it's got a pretty good, you can see it's going to have a pretty good bite to it, but it's not uncomfortable at all. It is super, it's very, probably, honestly, I would have to say it might be some of the best jimping that I've seen on a knife. To be perfectly honest with you, it really is. It's good. Very good. Now, I said it was phosphor bronze washers. Now, he said he couldn't quite get the action out of it that he wanted to. Well, you know what? So with some of those drop sheddy knives, I tend to hurt myself. So, you know, having a knife that isn't super drop sheddy every once in a while, for me, isn't always a bad thing. Seems like a pretty nice choil in there. Goes forward to your plunge grind, so very nice. Your grinds look pretty good. It is a full flat ground blade. Isn't it full flat or really high flat? With that Damascus, it's hard to see. Is there a swedge there? Yeah, there's definitely a swedge there. A little bit of a swedge, so it's pretty darn, it's definitely a high flat. But really, wow, you can really feel the texture in that steel. That's crazy. Really pretty knife. All right, let's go. Let's see what we got here as far as our specs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.5-ish, a little bit more, maybe 7 5/8 if we stretch it out a little bit. They call it 7 3/4. So, okay. All right, we'll give it to them. That tip pokes out there a little bit. So, all right, we'll be fair. 4 and about 4.5 on your handle length, which is basically going to give you about a 3.25-ish blade, and that's about right where we're sitting. So very cool. Pretty much a full. You can really, you don't have a flipper tab for quote unquote protection, but you can really get forward on that handle. So, man, you're really looking at I'd give it pretty much a full 4-inch grip length. And there you go. That's kind of how it looks. If I slide my hand back a little bit to fit that natural finger groove, there you go. So if you're looking at that using that forward finger groove, which, that's what it's there for, your grip length might shrink down just a little bit, maybe 1/4 of an inch, so 3 3/4-ish. But it feels really good in hand. All right, some size comparisons real quick. Where's our PM2? There it is. So overall length, PM2's got it by a little bit. Match up that pivot to pivot. Yeah, PM2's got it by just a hair on the handle and just a hair on the blade. We'll get our bug out there. Nice. Yep, Phasma's definitely a little bit bigger. Well, you know what? Let's do a 940. We got the Going Gear 940 here. Let's put that out there and see where we're at. Pivot to pivot. Well, that's a pretty, for as far as length goes, that's pretty close. Yeah, that is pretty darn close. Looks like the Phasma might have it by a little bit, maybe, but that's pretty darn close. So let's get a weight on it. I'll talk about that there in a minute. I was going to show you that real quick, but we'll do our weight. We'll talk carry, and then we'll get into the overalls. Overalls. Anybody wear overalls? I don't. 4.0 or 112 grams. Not a bad weight at all. I like it. Pocket clip. The pocket clip is really nice in and out of pocket. Really was. Very easy. Good retention. I like it is. A little bit slender of a clip. So, if you catch it, that might be one you could spring just because it is so narrow. But just be careful. You should be fine. Excuse me. Overall. Well, I mean, me and Damascus guys, but still, those titan-damast onlays are really, they got some really awesome color to them. Really, really nice. They look good. Overall, in hand, you know what? It's a very, very well finished knife. Everything is touched up really nicely. Sometimes in here you can get a little bit of an edge, and it is a tiny one, but as I hold it, I don't feel it. So just depending on where your finger gets it, you might get a little bit, but it's not really that bad, to be perfectly honest with you. As I said, the jimping is fantastic in my opinion. I love the drop that the blade has. The overall profile is really nice. But when I got a lot of stuff going here and a lot of stuff going here, I start to it starts to move on me. It makes my eyes do weird things. It's a really, really well done, really great design by Poltergeist and a really good build overall by Real Steel. It really is. Now, is it one that would end up in my collection? Probably not. Just because of my, I'm not real big on Damascus. But I tell you what, if you are, guys, man, this is a sweet one. That's a really pretty knife to add to your collection. If that's, if that's what you're into. Now, as far as finding them, I look here on the Real Steel website, and it actually looks like they're available. You know, if this, I'll put a link down, and if you're really interested in looking at it, you can check it out. Now, they sell for about $2.99. That's what they're selling for. Oh, they were numbered. I think there was only 80 of them. I forgot that. There you go. This one was number 22. There you go. Number 22, right there. I think it was, where's the box? I think, did it say on the box? I thought it said number 22. Yeah, it says number 22. Man, where did I see that? I thought I saw there was 80 of them made. Is it on here? Is it on the website? Jamie, help me out. Leave me down in the comments. I thought I saw somewhere that there were 80 of them made, and that one was number 22. So, it is, guys. If this is a knife you're into, man, it is a really pretty knife. So, I really appreciate Jamie loaning this to me. Really, really appreciate it. But I had a really good time checking it out. I'm sorry that you didn't get the action out of it that you were really hoping for. I hope maybe you can find some way that'll happen for you. So, but thanks again, buddy. Really, really appreciate it. I'll leave Jamie's Instagram down in the description as well as a link to the Phasma so you can check it out further if you'd like to. Thank you, guys. Greatly appreciate you hanging out with me, checking out the Real Steel Phasma in BALBACHDAMAST and titan-damast onlays, guys. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.